Years ago, the possibility of transplanting an organ from one person to another had never crossed anyone's mind. However, starting in the 1950s, the first kidney transplant occurred, and from there on, more vital organs such as the hearts and lungs began to make their first appearances in transplants. Now, in the 21st century, we have better science and better technology to perform these procedures. However, what we don't have are the main ingredients, the main elements, which are the organs. Right now in the world, thousands of people are on the waiting list for an organ, and thousands of them are dying each year because they do not receive the organ on time. Today, I will be discussing why financial incentives or money compensation is needed to end the current organ shortage crisis. Many people believe this to be unethical because they believe people should donate altruistically or out of the goodness of their hearts. However, by the end of this speech, I hope to convince my audience that the money compensation is better and will solve the organ shortage crisis. Many experts see this possible due to the data coming from statistics. Also, I will perform 3 reasons why the US and the world need to compensate with money so that people will feel motivated to donate. The first reason is that the current method being used is not fixing the problem. OrganDonor.gov, a government website regarding organ donation, states that 109,000 people 109,000 people are on the waiting list each year for an organ in the United States alone. 6,000 of them are dying each year because they are not receiving the organ on time. Under the altruistic system, it is clear that the crisis is not getting better. Due to the unethical beliefs surrounding money compensation, many people have tried to suggest other methods to end the crisis, such as presumed consent. However, BBC News writer and expert Henry Astor states, "We will still fall short using these methods. They are being used right now, but there is no proof that the crisis is getting better." BBC News also continues saying that money is a huge motivator and that people will donate if they are getting paid. My second reason is that the country of Iran is applying this method. NCBI.gov states that Iran is the only country in the world where paying for organs is allowed. Now, what do statistics show because of this? That there are no waiting lists for organs and less people are dying because of them. Now, my third reason is that money compensation will help and benefit the economy. Now, how will money compensation for organ donation benefit the economy? According to the Washington Post, about 7% of the Medicare budget is spent on dialysis for patients who need kidney. Boosting the organ shortage crisis by financial incentives will save up to $46 billion a year. Today, I discussed that money compensation is crucial for the organ shortage crisis to end. Specifically, I stated why, under the altruistic system, the crisis is not getting better. It's only getting worse. And many people are going through many suffering because they're on a long waiting list trying to obtain that organ. And many of them are dying prematurely because they need that organ. They simply need that organ to continue living a normal life. However, they're dying because they're not receiving them in time. And many people are also simply paying for expensive treatments because they also just simply need an organ, but they don't have it. And money compensation, paying people, will motivate them to donate more. And that will end the crisis, as Iran shows that they have no problem, they have no crisis regarding organs. Now, it is crucial for the United States and the world to mimic Iran's example, to use the money compensation method so that more lives may be saved, and also to end the suffering of many people having to be on a long waiting list for an organ.